From 1947 to 1991, the world was divided by a tense rivalry between two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, in a conflict known as the Cold War. It wasn't fought on battlefields but through politics, technology, and influence. The Cold War was a geopolitical standoff between the capitalist United States and its allies and the communist Soviet Union. The seeds of the Cold War were planted after World War II. As Europe rebuilt, the USSR expanded its influence in Eastern Europe, while the US supported Western Europe. Both superpowers raced to develop powerful weapons. The Soviet Union's first atomic bomb test in 1949 triggered an arms race that saw the creation of hydrogen bombs and intercontinental ballistic missiles. In the 1950s and 1960s, the Cold War extended to space. The Soviet Union launched the first satellite, Sputnik, in 1957, while the U.S. achieved a major victory by landing humans on the moon in 1969. The Cold War wasn't entirely cold. Both superpowers supported opposing sides in conflicts like the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Afghan War, turning these nations into battlegrounds for their ideologies. The Berlin Wall, built in 1961, became the physical and symbolic divide between East and West. It separated communist East Berlin from capitalist West Berlin and stood until its fall in 1989. Tensions escalated during key events like the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, where the world came to the brink of nuclear war, and the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. The 1980s saw efforts to reduce tensions. U.S. President Ronald Reagan and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev signed arms reduction treaties, and Gorbachev's policies of glasnost and perestroika reformed the Soviet Union. The Cold War ended in 1991 with the collapse of the Soviet Union, the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, and the dissolution of Soviet-controlled Eastern Europe marked the close of this historic era.